One of my favorite animes of all time is an anime called Escaflowne. The mechs in Escaflowne, they aren't called mechs, they're called Guimelifs. Very fun. Very cool. So yeah, Escaflowne, it has a very unique art style, and funny enough, that's kind of what turns a lot of people off from it. Which, like, maybe it's just because I watched it when I was very, very, very little. But I love the art style. Like, it's such a beautiful anime. I like whenever people hold on. Whenever people ask for like an anime recommendation from me, I always say, "Have you seen Escaflowne? Try it out." And then if they don't have an interest or if they've somehow seen Escaflowne, then I'm like, "Oh, okay, hold on, let me think." Okay, I guess this picture's okay. It's a Escaflowne is kind of an isekai. If you like the English cast of Inuyasha, half of them are in this anime. It's pretty great. Can you have an anime recommendation? I don't know, because you're watching the, like, if I wasn't gonna say Escaflowne, I would have said Monster, but you told me you were gonna start Monster, so okay. If not Escaflowne and not Monster, I mean, my favorite anime is Princess Tutu, and I feel like you probably haven't seen that. Finally, I have the picture. Aha! Let me make it bigger. Alright, so this isn't everyone, but main girl, main two dudes, and then those are two of the Guimelifs. The one on the left is, I'm pointing with my cursor like you can see it. The one on the left is Escaflowne, and the one on the right is Scheherazade. Dude, the mech designs in Escaflowne are so unique. I love them. Typically, people get turned off by the art style because they have unique noses. And I feel like people see the noses and like their eyes and they're like, this anime looks weird, but I think it's beautiful. Anyway, back to the story. So at this convention, the only thing I was really looking for at this convention was I've always seen it at other ones. I want Cardcaptor Sakura's first staff that she has, the one that looks like a bird. And I've always seen them at cons, but it wasn't at this one. So I was like, well, there goes my one hunt. So then me and my bro were walking around this con, right? And we come across this like model booth. And they have like a bunch of boxes on like these little shelves, and my eyes kind of start to glaze over because it's a bunch of boxes with a bunch of bright colors and a lot of text, and some of the text is completely in Japanese, so I don't even know what it's saying. So we were at this booth, and my eyes just start to glaze over because of all the stimulation, and I'm looking to see, because like there are models of these two, but so it's these two, the generic villains, and then quote unquote kind of main bad guys, Guimelif. And like obviously I'd rather have Escaflowne. Like if you're like, you can only have one, like I'd want Escaflowne. But you know, if they had Scheherazade, even if they had one of the generic villain ones, the idea of having a little model of Escaflowne, of an Escaflowne like thing, is enough for me, okay? It's enough. So you know, we're just kind of staring, and I kind of lean over to my brother. I'm like, I'm really curious if they have Escaflowne stuff. And the thing is, I don't expect them to. I am fully ready for them to be like, what? No. It's like 25 years old. What do you mean? We don't have that. But then the guy working the booth walks over. He's like, can I help you with anything? And normally, because of my anxiety, I'm like, no, thank you. But this time I was like, yeah, screw it. I want Escaflowne. So I turned around, I'm like, you know what? Yeah. Do you have any Escaflowne stuff? And his response, I think, made me more upset than just saying, no. Not only did he just say no, he went, "You're about a year too late. No, we don't." And I'm standing there like, I'm a year too late for a nearly 30-year-old anime? What do you mean? What do you mean? Now, it's not exactly like 25 years old, but I think the 25th anniversary was 2 years ago. So, because he said that like a year ago, the reproductions of those model kits were made. But like the idea that I'm a year late for a nearly 30-year-old anime. And I kept thinking about that. We would be walking around the con, and I would turn to my brother, and I'm like, I'm still mad about Escaflowne. I'm still mad. So, yeah. Also, side note, on the idea of being a year late for a 30-year-old anime, on the flip side, so we were talking about Fate, right? So, my current hyperfixation is a Fate character, and his name is Oberon, and he's beautiful, and I love him very much. And I'm like a year too early for his merch, because like there's stuff in production, like he has a Nindoroid, which is so cute. He's so cute. He has a Nindoroid coming out, and then I've seen stuff online where he has like one of those noodle topper figures where they're in like that sit-in pose. And that one's beautiful. I love that one. He's like one of the most popular male servants, if not the most popular male servant in Fate, at least when it comes to Fate Grand Order. So like, he's gonna have merch that I'll be able to get. It's not like he's always gonna be out of my grasp. It's just like, I'm literally like just a year too early to snag something in person. And it's like, darn. Which is funny. My brother, while we were there, the only things he bought were figures. He got 6. 4 out of the 6 were Fate. Ooh, I need to tell you my goated moment at the con. So, after I was complaining about Oberon, I had asked my brother, because like his main thing, he got one of those like glass cabinets that you put figures in, and it looks really nice. And his main thing was like he wanted more fun plastic to put in the case. So that was his main thing. He wanted some big ticket, cool looking waifus, right? So, yeah, I forget who he had bought like one. And we were talking, because like I was complaining that like besides the Sakura staff, the other thing I was looking for was anything Oberon. I'm like, I doubt it'll happen because again, year too early. But what if? So we're like walking around, and I think I asked him like, is there a servant that you would really want something of? And he was lamenting that I forget how to say her name. Hold on. There's a servant in Fate who's like a monk lady. She's very cool. She's got a cool design. It's just like there's so... What you need to understand, if you don't know anything about Fate, what you need to understand about Fate is that there's so many characters. One of his... I don't think she's his favorite, but one of my brother's favorite servants is... Where is she? There she is. Oh god, okay, so her name is Chinese. I am not going to butcher it. Sanzang? She's a monk. She rides a cloud. She's cool. I'm trying to figure out... Hold on. Hello. We're back here. Now again, like, she's... Like, you're gonna see her and you're gonna be like, she is a busty, kind of scantily clad, beautiful anime babe. What do you mean she's not super popular? And, like, she's just not popular in, like, in like a like merch way, you know? Yeah, let's see. Whoa, she's huge. Hold on. There she is. Now, Fate is one of those things where like they have multiple outfits as you ascend them. This is her third outfit. This is like her final look. But this is her. She's also super powerful. Whenever so the way okay, now I'm just gonna rant about Fate. So the way Fate works is there are a bunch of different classes. Like there's too many. I'll be honest. There's too many. They made too many. But they kind of work in a rock paper scissors fashion. So for example, she's a caster. So in her little rock paper scissors triangle, she is strong against assassins, but weak to riders. Those are probably just words I just spout at you, but I promise that's the thing. So whenever like I fight assassins, I always take my brother's monk woman because she's scary, man. I just buff her and she just kills everything. I'm like, yeah, you go. But anyway, back to my con story. So my brother was lamenting. He was like, my poor monk woman, and that's how he referred to her, so lay off me. He was like, my poor monk woman is too niche. She doesn't have any merch. So then literally the next booth we find, I turn a corner, I see a little noodle top figure of her. I grab the box, I shove it in his hands. I'm like, you're not leaving this booth without buying her. And he did. I can't believe I found merch of her. Because it's, again, like, she's perfectly fine. Like, she's not the most popular or anything. Like, you're gonna be swimming in, like, Joan merch and Saber merch. And, funny enough, I saw, like, Da Vinci merch, which, like, I love Da Vinci. I didn't know she was just gonna be here. But yeah, like, there are so many other characters you're going to see before you see her. So the fact that we found her is amazing. But yeah, like, dude, he got her. He got a figure of Medusa from Fate. He got a figure of Musashi, who's also a woman. And who was the other Fate person? He also got Griffith. And he got an Albedo from Overlord. Griffith is from Berserk. I don't know if I need to say that. Who was the last one? Wait. No. Oh my god, who was it? There was another Fate person. No, Skahawk was mine. I love Skahawk. She's probably my favorite girl servant besides Joan of Arc. I love Skahawk. She's so pretty. No, I got my con haul was easy. I got Skahawk. I got Kikyo from Inuyasha as a figure. I got a keychain that is purple and has like a bunny in it, and it's really cute. And it's like a little bunny and like a little bottle of boba stuff. It's very cute. And then I got a little plush. I'm looking at him right now. I got a little handmade plush. He looks like a little black mage. He's cute. What was the other one? Oh, it was Mash. It was Mash, otherwise known as Galahad. I'm like, why can't... See, so the Mash and the Albedo were from blind bags because my brother, he still had some money, and he wanted... The only thing... He turned to me at one point, and he was like, is it bad that really the only thing that's interesting me are figures? And it's like, no, join me, because I... Listen, I have a metric crap ton of figures. I have too many. I don't know why I have some... Okay, I know I have so many. I like collecting things, but I have so many figures. Like, whenever people visit me for the first time, I'm like, are you scared of dolls? Because if you are, you probably shouldn't come into my space. If you don't like eyeballs staring at you, there's so many in here. You're not gonna have a fun time.